Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a hybrid Sudoku on our channel. So this Sudoku is constructed by Akash Doulani, and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So this Sudoku he posted on his blog as well as in the Puzzle Expo on LMI Logic Masters India, and when I tried to solve this Sudoku I actually got stuck. So I had to look at top solvers solve on how they cracked this Sudoku, and it was really amazing to see. To be frank, it was really difficult for me to get that step by myself, and then I took the help of the top solvers solve on Puzzle Expo. So Puzzle Expo is an excellent feature on Logic Masters India, recently featured actually, and where you can post your Sudokus and puzzles, and people would other solvers would solve your puzzles, and you can even see how they solve. You can see the video of how they solve. You can see the live video, or even you can see where they actually got the breaking and everything, right? You can compare your times, and there are many other features on Puzzle Expo. So I highly recommend you to check the Logic Masters India website. You can upload your Sudokus and puzzles there. And before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel and Unshackling Sudokus and puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, you can let us know in the comment below, and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this Sudoku. So classic Sudoku rules apply. I'll just take this Sudoku. Yeah, you need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? So apart from that, you have some digits outside the grid. Those digits indicate the digits would have to be in the first 3 cells in the corresponding row or column. So if you have 1 and 3 here, 1 and 3 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. The same thing with the 5, the same thing with the 7 and 9, right? Everywhere wherever you have digits given, those digits would have to be in the first 3 cells in the corresponding row or column. And apart from that, you have some lines in the grid. So these lines act as a palindrome line, which means the numbers would read same from both the directions. So if it is 1, 2, 3, this also would be 1, 2 and 3, right? So it's same in both the directions, and yeah, nothing else. So with that, let us start solving this Sudoku. So one thing you always have to look for in outside Sudoku is wherever you have the corner boxes, you need to see if you have same digits in both the directions. So if you have a 2 here and a 2 here, then you can directly write which cell would have to be a 2, right? But in this case you cannot write that for now. You don't have anything of these of the sort that I've spoken about. So here one of the other logic is, these kind of logics are well seen nowadays. If you see here, what digit you can get here, it can either be 6, 8 or 2, 4. It can neither be 5 or a 7, 9. It has to be 1 or a 3. The same way here it would be 5, 6 or an 8, but 6 is already here, so 6 is not possible here. The same thing here, it would only be 7 or a 9. You cannot have 2, 4, 6, 8, 5 or 1, 3. And here it would be 5, 2, 4, 2, 4 and 5, right? What about this cell? You cannot have 1, 3, 7, 9. You cannot have 2, 4 or a 6, 8, and that cell would always have to be a 5. So which means this cell is not a 5. This is either 1, 3 or a 6, 8. So it is 1, 3 or a 6. This is 6, 8, 7 and 9, right? It can either be 6, 8 or a 7 or a 9. Oh, this is 5, then this would have to be an 8. That eliminates 8 from this cell. This is either 2, 4 or 7, 9. So it is 2, 4 is not possible. 2, 7 or a 9. This is 1, 3, 2 or a 4. So 1, 2, 3 or a 4. The only possibility for this cells I have written here. The same way you can do in this box and in this box as well, right? So it is only one. So if you see here, all the 9 digits are placed here for this box. So if, for example, if you didn't have a 1 here, then this cell you had a possibility of 1, 3, 8 or a 9. But as you already have a 1 here, this cell cannot be a 1. When all the digits are present in this box outside the grid, which means the digits which are just mutually connected with both the sides will only be those candidates in that cell. So this can only be 2, 8 or 9, this can be 1, 8 or 9, this can be 3, 6, 7, this can be 2, 6, 7, this can be 1, 6 and 7, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5 and 1, 4, 5, right? And now as you can see, both 1 and 3 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. So 3 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here, right? A nice logic, and that actually gives you a 2 here. So you can eliminate 2 from these 2 cells, and okay. Okay, and excuse me. Same way you can do here. All the 9 digits are present for this box. So it's 1, 2, 9, 3, 4 and 9, 5, 6, 9, 5, 6 and 8, 5, 6 and a 7, 3, 4 and a 7. So it is 3, 4 and a 8, 1, 2 and 8, 1, 2 and a 7. So both 3 and 6 cannot be here. So which means 3 cannot be here, 6 cannot be here. Both 1 and 8 cannot be here. So 1 cannot be here. So 1 and 8 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. 3 and 6 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. Both 6 and 8 cannot be here. So this is not a 6. This is not an 8. Right? And now with that, we have completed the first part of the Sudoku. So let's go with the second part here. Now we'll go with the palindrome thing. What all digits we can get on the palindrome line, right? You cannot have 1, 2, 3 here, which means whatever you have here would have to be here. You cannot have 1, 2, 3. You cannot have a 4, right? You can still have a 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 is not possible. So 5 and 6 and a 7. Same way you can do something here. You cannot have 5, 8, 6, 7. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 9. Right? Same way you can do for these 2 cells. And this cells cannot have, you can have 1, 2, 3 and a 4. 5 is not possible. 6, 7, 8 is not possible. 9 is possible. Same way you will have same in these 2 cells. I can mark that here. 1, 2, 3, 6 and 8. These 2 cells you cannot have 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 4, 5, 7 and a 9, right? These 2 cells you cannot have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9 is possible, right? 5, 6, 7 or a 9, right? Yeah. Oh, 9 is not possible. So 5, 6 and a 7 is possible. Next you can have these 2 cells, and 1, 2, 3 is not possible. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9, right? So whatever you have here, that is for not required now. These 2 cells you cannot have 1, you will have a 2, 3 is not possible. You can have 4, 5, 6 is not possible, 7 is not possible, 8 and a 9, right? These 2 cells, 1 is possible, 5, 6, 7 and a 9, right? Now let us see what can we do here. Okay. Now comes the tough part here actually. You have a 2, 8, 9. So this cell is not a 2, right? So you have 1, 3, 4 and 6. Oh, sorry. The 3 and 4 here eliminates 4 from this cell. So this is not a 4. This would be a 5. Right. That eliminates 5 from this cell and this cell, because these two are palindrome. I mean to say these two would have to be same. Right. And that eliminates 5 from this cell and 5 from this cell. Now that gives you a 6 7 pair here. That eliminates 7 from this cell. So this is a 4 here. 4 gets eliminated from this cell. Both 6 and 7 eliminates from this cell. So 6 7 gets eliminated from this cell as well. This cell cannot be a 4, neither can this cell be. Okay, 5 cannot be in any of these two cells. So we got that here. Okay, so at this point I actually got stuck during my solve, and then I waited very long for the logic. I couldn't find anything, and then I had to look at the puzzle expo thing, and then I got something here which was really very difficult. I would want you to try it yourself and then watch the video further. So at this point I'll say you what is the logic here. This particular cell you have to look for. This is the cell you have to look for. What happens if this is a 5? Of course this is also a 5, right? If this cell is a 5, this cell will also have to be a 5. Where can 5 be in box 6? It cannot be here, it cannot be here, it cannot be here, right? 5 would have to be in one of these two cells on the palindrome line. And the same place, if you see, it would have to be either in this cell or this cell. So if it is here, it would be here. If it is here, it would be here. And if you see here, both the places for 5 are already ruled out from these two cells. So one of the 5s would have to be in one of these two cells, which means one of the 5 would have to be in these two cells, and both the cells are ruled out because of the 5s here. So this cell cannot be a 5. This is still one part of the logic. You get a 6 7 pair here. So the moment I got this logic, I again tried it myself. I thought, okay, I got a 6 7 pair. Let's see if I am able to solve this or not. And I couldn't solve it still. I eliminate 6 from this cell, that eliminates 6 from this cell. And even after this, I couldn't solve it. What I did was, I'll take the surface mode here. Sorry. I'll take the surface mode and I'll just show you what I was talking about. Sudoku normal. Yeah. So I've taken the surface mode here. These two cells would have to be same, which means this is different, this is also blue, and this is also different, right? So either all the blues would have to be 6 or all the greens would have to be 6, right? Now what I did was, this cell can neither be 6 or a 7 because this cell is seeing both the colors different. So either blue or green is 6 and the other would have to be vice versa, which means if you look for a cell that sees both green and blue cells simultaneously, which means these and this cell, you cannot have 6 and 7 both there, right? So what I did was, it cannot be 1 2 3, it can be 4 5, 6 7 is not possible, 8 9 is not possible. So I thought I got a 4 5, and that would lead me to another pair or a triplet, and I would be able to solve the Sudoku. But at this point again I was just dumbfounded that I couldn't get anything. I again had to look for the logic what top solvers actually did, and then I got to know that I have to apply a logic again at this point where I eliminated a 5. The same logic it works. What happens if I have a 6 here? I'll have a 6 here. Where can 6 be in box 6? Right? 6 in box 6 would have to be in one of these two cells only. Why is that so? I'll just say you just a second. If this is 6, this is 6. Again, this is a blue, this also would have to be a 6, right? 6 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. 6 would have to be in one of these two cells. Again, the same logic. but you cannot have a 6 here, neither you can have a 6 here, and that eliminates 6 from this cell, and that gives you a 7 here. Really difficult one. I am not sure if that was the intended solve path, but that was really difficult. That gives you a 7 here, right? You got a 6 here, 6 here, 7 here, 7 here, and a 7 here. That eliminates 7 from these two cells, right? You eliminate 6 from this cell. Okay. Okay, so this 6 actually eliminates 6 from this cell, and that gives you a 1 here, a 4 here, a 3 here, and a 6 here, right? And that would give you something 3, 4, and a 5. So this is not a 3, which means this is also not a 3. None of these cells are 1. So this cell cannot be a 1, neither can this cell be a 1. Okay. So 4, 5, 7, 9, 4, 5, 7, 9. So this is not a 6. It is again 4, 5, 7, 9. One, 3, 8, and a 9 here. Excuse me. Okay, so let us see what else we are missing here. Okay, this is not a 7, so you get a 2, 9 here. 7 would have to be in one of, just a second, yeah, 7 would have to be in one of these two cells. Okay, I'm missing something. One, two, three, 1, 2, 6, 8. 6, so this is 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 6, and 8. What you can get here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not possible, 6 is not possible, 7. This would have to be a 9. Oh, 5 and a 9, right? And then you can get here is 2, 7, and a 9. Oh, this cell cannot be a 3 because you have a pointing of 3 here. And a 5 and 6 can be here. So this is not a 5, neither can this cell be a 5. Three is in one of these two cells. Okay. You cannot have a 6 here, cannot have a 6 here. 6 is in one of these three cells. Oh, this cell is not a 6. That gives you a 6 here. Because you have a 6 here and a 6 here. That gives you a 6 here, right? Which means 8 is in one of these two cells. Okay. Seven is in one of these two cells. So this 2, 3, 4, and a 9. Okay, what am I missing here? Three is in one of these two cells. One of these three cells, right? Six cannot be here. Cannot be here. Cannot be here. So six is in one of these two cells. Four, five, eight, nine. Oh, this cell cannot be a 7, right? So neither can this cell be a 7. Oh, this cell also cannot. I missed this. So both of these cells cannot be a 7. So you have a 3 7 pair here. Both 3 and 7 would have to be here. That eliminates 7 from this cell. This would have to be a 5 9 3, right? Okay, this cell would have to be a 5. Because of that, that gives you a 9, that gives you a 3 here, that gives you 8 here, that eliminates 8 from this cell, that gives you a 2 here, 1 and a 7, right? Amazing. I missed that. I actually missed that. That gives you a 9 here, and that actually completes this Sudoku easily. I thought, what am I missing here? That 9 gives you an 8 here and a 9 here. That gives you 2 here and a 2 here. That eliminates 2 from this cell and this cell. Eliminates 9 from this cell and this cell. And these cells as well. So it has 4 5 8. This cell cannot be a 8 because you cannot have an 8 here. So this cell is an 8. That gives you 1 and a 1 here. Eliminates 2 from this cell and this cell. 9 is eliminated from here. So this is 5. That gives you 4 and a 4 here. 5 5 1. This is a 3 here. 3 is eliminated from here and here. Yeah. So palindrome thing is actually easy now. 3 4 and 9. 4 also cannot be here. So 4 cannot be here. 3 and 9. This cell is not a 9. 2 3 and a 7. 2. This is 3 7. 2 3 and a 7. 3 cannot be here. 2 7. So you have a 2 7 here. That gives you a 3 here. That gives you a 7 here. That is 5 8 and a 1. Okay, so which means 1 4 and 8, right? 1 4 and an 8, 3 6 and 9, right? So 6 cannot be here, 8 cannot be here, 3 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here, You cannot have a 4 here. Excuse me. 5, 7. 7 is in one of these two cells. This cell would have to be a 1, 3, 6, 8 and 9. 6, 8, this would have to be 3, 9. So 3, 9 pair here gives you a 6, 8 pair here. 3, 9, 4 and 5. Okay. Really amazing Sudoku, guys. Constructing such a difficult and an amazing Sudoku is not easy, and Akash is really an excellent author. He has constructed many Sudokus for many competitions. He has published many ebooks. You can find his ebooks on payhip.com. I'll add the link in the description below. Excellent books. He has so many volumes, more than 5 or 6 volumes. I myself have lost the count. So I would highly recommend you check his blog as well. You'll find so amazing puzzles there. And yeah, now we'll get back to the Sudoku here. Missing something maybe. One is in one of these two cells. Okay. 2, 4, 6 is in one of these two cells. 7 and 9 here, right? Okay. Two cannot be here. 2 cannot be here. 2 cannot be here. So this cell would have to be a 2. 2 is in one of these two cells, so that gives you a 7, a 2 here. That gives you a 9, 2 and a 7 here. 4, 1 and a 6 here. Okay. 6, 3 and a 9. It can be any way. This is not 3 and 9, neither can this be 3 or a 9. It is 2 and 4, so this two cells would have to be 2, 2, 4. These two cells are 3 and 9, so this is 3, that is 9, that is 3 here again. That eliminates 3 from both of these cells. 3, 9, so this is 4, 5 and a 9. 1, 8 and a 4. Okay, you have 3, 9 here. This is 9, so this would have to be 9. That gives you 3, 9. 4 and 5 in any order, so 2, that is 8 and a 6. That gives you 8 here. That gives you 8 here. That gives you 3 and 6 in any order, right? Seven, you have a 2 here. 6 and a 4. Cannot have a 4 here. This is 3, 6, 3, 6. This would have to be 4, 5. That gives you 4, 7, 3 and a 7. That gives you 6 and a 3. That gives you 6 here. Amazing. Somehow we completed this amazing Sudoku by Akash. So as you can see what a handcrafted Sudoku can do, the power of a handcrafted Sudoku. See the logic here. The logic starts with having a 5 here directly by seeing the placement of the numbers, and then you have to find out the candidates, and this was the main part here. Getting elimination of 5 and 6 was really difficult. I couldn't do it myself, and I had to take help of the top solvers to get the logic here. But amazing Sudoku. Thanks a lot to Akash for such a wonderful Sudoku. I would again recommend you to check out his blog where you can find so many Sudokus, and even link to his Payhip account where you can purchase books online. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.